Uh, my name's Chuck. And I am the wacky neighbor from an 80s sitcom.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi. Things have been a little weird the last couple weeks. Kind of the same. Alright, so get this. We did this rerun the other day. I mean, they're all reruns, obviously, but this one was about being yourself. And yeah, it's a good message. It's a good message for the kids at home, sure. But all I could think about on the walk here was it's kind of hard to want to be yourself when you were literally created as a foil for someone else. You guys have all heard me talk about the gig before. You know how it goes. You got your slips, you got your slops, the occasional broken vase, less occasional mean nickname, occupational hazard. And every day, I burst into my neighbor's place to bother him because that's what the writers made me to do. And the more I bother him, the funnier it's supposed to.
Chuck, don't you have a house of your own? You always have to break into mine.
I didn't. I didn't break anything. Not that it takes much. I mean, pretty easy to get a rise out of. Or maybe I'm just that good. I mean, I have been at this a while. And that's sort of the problem at this point, though. After this long, you really start to feel defined by the job, and the joke doesn't really land the same when you're the punchline. So, I keep trying to do what you all did. I keep trying to figure out who I am outside of my whole shtick. Outside being outside of being the punchline. It's had results. Not the results I wanted, just results. Like I said, it's been a weird couple of weeks, and it's had me thinking it. I've been coming here because I hate being comic relief, and I always thought that I needed to be something else, something better, and then I'd be happy. But I realized that maybe this is all I'm supposed to be. On the show, off the show, it doesn't make a difference. I'm not different.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Chuck. Being fictional is a funny thing. It can bring significant cognitive dissonance between who we are and who we're written to be. We've all gone through the struggle and try to find ourselves outside of our writers. Remember, the best way to love ourselves is to be ourselves.
Chuck, my boy, it's like this. I used to hate getting killed off in the first episode of my show. After all, the fire breath of a dragon is a nasty thing, what? But did I ever stop trying to befriend the dragon?
No, you said you'd rather die.
I'd literally rather die, and did so many times. But when I finally did succeed and befriended the dragon, what was left for old Gothy? Small business. We opened a small pizzeria, dragon-flamed ovens. Certainly my writers never expected for me and my business partner to be making artisanal pizzas and calzones. By the stars, never a stromboli. But these, Chuck, my boy, these are the paths we forged for ourselves.
I don't know how to make stromboli.
You don't get it.
You see, Chuck, I was written with the skill set to find little hints around my house every day. But then I found my real passion, solving grisly murders in the big city. Can you solve grisly murders?
You talking to me?
Look, guys, this is nice and all, but I've been here before, okay? Do I need to remind you all about the motorcycle incident?
Put it all on Lucky 7.
Close. I put it all on. I crashed a motorcycle into the main character's car.
Yahtzee.
Oh, tell us the football story.
I told you that in confidence. What's that fake saying? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
That's the shape of it. Yes.
Cool. Well, if that's true, then I'm Govey.
There could be only one.
I've tried to branch out from what the writers made me, but I can only let it kick me in the ass so many times because it's on me. I'm the only one pulling away the football at the last second.
He's gonna tell it.
I'm not telling it.
Chuck, I actually want to hear a different story. Tell us about what happened the last couple of weeks.
What?
If I'm understanding things correctly, Chuck, to borrow a phrase, you're pulling a football away from yourself. Is that right?
That's the shape of it, yeah.
You're a sitcom character who hasn't cracked a joke since you've been here. Can we explore that?
What's there to talk about? I met someone, it didn't work out at the end.
That might be the beginning and the end. Now tell us the middle.
Can I just make a joke and be done with it? Doc, please, I'm just taking your advice. To love ourselves is to be ourselves. And if that means that I get to make fun of the Bounce Boy for having a stupid superpower, then that's just the doc's orders.
Yeah, make your little jokes, asshole, okay? But I'm right.
It's a pretty high horse. You should bounce all the way up there by yourself.
I'm just saying, you're the principal character in a popular sitcom, and your biggest issue is that people laugh at you.
I'm talking about being written as a joke. And you should know, since you have the same superpowers as a rubber ball.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay, real
no.
funny. Keep making fun of
Congratulations, you're about as impressive as 5 tickets at an arcade.
Chuck, I think what the Bounce Boy is trying to say is, at least you're not a cartoon that got cancelled.
Wait, what are we talking about?
See, she gets it.
It's just a little hard to understand you when every word out of your mouth sounds like, oh, look at me, I'm a grown man wearing spandex.
This is an era-appropriate super suit.
Leaping low-budget bounce man.
All right, listen, hold on, 1 sec. Bounce Man is a great hero.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure Bounce Man is a great guy. I'm just wondering how it's possible that he got bitten by a radioactive dodgeball.
Or falls into a vat of nuclear springs.
Or really rubbery toxic waste.
He has the combined strength of 12 uncooked hot dogs.
Or maybe something involving like plastic.
Okay. Let's rein it in. Chuck, perhaps you're feeling attacked.
Dr. Keaton, everybody. Real fake therapy from someone who's never been to medical school.
But I remind everyone, we're here to create a safe space. Bounce Boy?
Look, he's not wrong. Some characters are written for a reason, and sometimes that reason is to be the comic relief.
For
For you,
others,
it's
when the cat
if a
gets
cat gets stuck on a
tree.
really high branch.
Oh, okay. Real mature.
We should move on. Who's next?
Now listen, I do love making fun of Bounce Boy, truly. But it's usually a one-player game, so after the session... So, same time next week?
Fuck you, Chuck.
You left, this over there.
Oh, wouldn't want to lose that.
Right, because where would you possibly get another one?
I don't know. It's irreplaceable. Family heirloom.
Oh, I'm very glad I picked it up then.
A hero.
Oh, I'm Chuck, by the way.
You. So, do you always antagonize superheroes in group therapy?
Only when they do something really annoying, like chew really loudly, or, have a terrible superpower.
It was the 60s.
Exactly! And those hippies could only come up with bouncing? He has more reason than any of us to hate his writers.
I think he hates you more.
You mean it?
Me too. Ugh. This tastes like a freshly brewed cup of copper and potting soil.
Well, it might be many things, but it's definitely not fresh. But if that's what you're looking for, I might know a place.
Oh yeah? So, this This is your place.
It's, geographically similar to my place.
Much better.
See, the main character makes a fresh pot at least once an episode. I think he might have a problem.
Fourth wall be damned, huh?
It doesn't really matter unless he's actually here. No one's watching just for the side characters' adventures.
So this is the main character's house.
No. It's the home of the Big Dipper.
So, you just waltz in here whenever you feel like it.
I mean, well, I meant to barge in just to annoy him, so the door never seems to be locked for me.
Sounds like a pretty sweet gig.
Maybe I just watched too many reruns. Well, anyway, what are you from?
I think you mean where am I from, and it's New York.
No, movie, TV. You gotta tell me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna assume you're the main character from a Wham fanfiction off the internet.
Main character.
So I am getting close.
Well, I'll give you a hint. It's a musical.
No way.
What? I don't radiate singing and dancing vibes.
I mean, maybe when you say the word radiating, but I'm just trying to think of musicals with paper boats.
That wasn't the hint.
Well, it was an attempt. So, when am I gonna hear you sing?
Never. I cannot overstate this enough. I can't stand every song the writers wrote. There was a time when they were fine, but not anymore. I'm just sick of it.
Is that why you came to the support group?
Well, it's a nutshell in a nutshell. The truth is, once you figure yourself out outside of your writers, what you're from becomes this thing that you just want to fade into the distance. But you never really seem to get far enough away. But maybe you do, and you realize that your new self is just as confused as your old self.
Well, that's a damn shame. I bet you got a pretty voice.
How would you know that?
Call it a hunch.
Chuck, don't you have your own house? Do you have to break into mine all the time?
I didn't break anything.
Oh, hey! It's the guy from the mug.
Hi. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Jerry. Is that my mug?
You want it back?
Dear God, there's two of them.
So where are you coming from, Jer?
The doctor's office, actually. I've been having a real problem with this pain in my neck.
Where seems to be the problem?
Right now, my kitchen.
Aw, Jer, where's your sense of neighborly love?
Oh, with the guy that used to live next door before Chuck.
I remember that guy. Boy, he was quiet.
He sure was.
Well, you know what they say. It's better to have loved and lost.
And to spend forever living next to Jerry.
You don't want to live next to me?
Oh, heck no! I have dreams, man.
Oh, yeah? What are your dreams?
Have you ever heard of small business, Jerry? I could open up a artisanal pizzeria.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, you're a
Hold on, she can't say that. Who even is this? Chuck?
Guest star! Obviously.
Here's an idea. How about the two of you go be annoying together at your house?
Oh, but she's got a point, though. You do kind of have a stick up your
Stop it!
Stop what? Saying
Swearing in general. This isn't that kind of household.
Well, isn't that much of a swear word, is it?
Not necessarily. For example, Chuck. What's your dad's name?
Frank.
Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping you'd say exactly.
Cut it out! What the hell's wrong with you two?
Would you really get in trouble for something like that?
I mean, what are they gonna do? Kill me off?
Would they?
No. This isn't that kind of a household.
Definitely not a bad gig. What?
It's nice having another smartass in the room. No one wants to do it alone, right?
Wait. That all sounds like it was going great. What happened?
I pulled the football away.
I'm pretty sure this is like impossible, right? Like you're messing with me.
Okay, well, if you just fold it, how am I folding it?
I am folding it out, you're folding it. All right. How does yours look so much better than mine?
I can barely tell them apart.
Okay, just thinking out loud. What would happen if you forgot the words? To the songs.
I can't just forget the word.
Why not? Let's say you've had a long day, and you're distracted, and the words just, run away from you.
And what's my distraction?
I'm not doing anything for the rest of the day.
Maybe you're on my mind already.
Maybe you're on mine. Okay, I gotta ask, because it's killing me at this point. What's with all the paper boats?
Paper boats are all of us. You, me, that wizard guy, bounce boy. I could take a piece of paper and fold it how I want and call it a boat, but when I put it in the water, it's just gonna fall apart. Just because I call it something doesn't make it what it is. Sometimes just needs to be what it is.
That looks like the before and after of the Titanic.
I don't see an iceberg. I've been thinking a lot about what you said last week about being comic relief. And I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing. We can pretend you made this one.
I'll try not to put it in water.
That would be a good idea.
Does anyone have anything supportive to offer to Chuck?
Anyone other than Bounce Boy. I guess when she started talking about me being comic relief, it threw me. Even if it's not a bad thing, it's what I am. It's all I am. Because if it weren't, I wouldn't have messed it up like that. I mean, I'm a sitcom character. I'm not a rom-com character, and I need to learn to be okay with that.
You pulled the football back out of fear, my boy. It happens to the best of us. But I know what can help you.
I'm not telling the football story.
Chuck, do you think you'd be happier in a romantic comedy?
Absolutely. Wait. No.
Pretty big distance between absolutely and no.
There's about to be a very short distance between my foot and your ass.
There are comic relief characters in rom-coms, too.
I don't want to be in a rom-com. It's not the point.
What is the point?
The point is I always thought the worst part of being comic relief was being a walking joke, but it's not. It's being the only one who isn't in on the joke. And I've been coming here for so long thinking that I could do something differently, that I could break my character type, and I would finally be happy. But I guess being a joke isn't so bad when you got someone laughing with you.
3, 2. Okay. What is this? A very special episode? Just open the door.
Thanks for, yeah.
That's how I feel most of the time. You know, when I'm here singing these songs by myself.
When you're not by yourself.
It's nice to do it with somebody here that belongs just as little as I do. I mean, who would want to do it alone, right?
It's nice having another sport outside. No one wants to do it alone, right?